Hey everyone, welcome back. For those of you who are new here, my name is Brittany. I'm a health coach and nutritionist, and my channel is all about helping people with IBS reduce their symptoms and improve their lives. So today we are going to be making juice. These are vegetable juices. It's not fruit juice, and they are low FODMAP. And what I really like to use these for is for like when I'm just feeling kind of like crappy. I don't know. It just gives you like kind of a pick-me-up, puts a little pep in your step. It's got a lot of ginger, which is an anti-inflammatory, and my body really responds well to. And the other thing, it's not only hydration, but you're also getting like a good boost of vitamins. That's how I like to treat these drinks. Like it's not really like a beverage or like, I mean, it can be a treat. I enjoy it, but I really use this as like medicine or like a boost of vitamins. I actually do have another video on my channel for making green juice. That was the first video that I did, and hopefully I've gotten much better at filming videos. So it's been what, 3 years? So let's hope this video is a little bit better than the other one. But this is a different juice recipe. That one is cucumber and pineapple, so it's a little bit on the sweeter side. We are gonna be making a kale and cucumber juice, which is very bitter. And then we are gonna be doing a carrot juice, which is sweet, but no added sugar. And we're only using citrus, so we're not using any other fruits. So it's very, very low in sugar, very low glycemic index. Even though it is juice, it's not gonna spike your blood sugar because we're not using fruits. So it's not gonna be that bad. All right, let's get started. I'm gonna start with the kale juice. So to start, we are just going to peel one medium cucumber. I recently learned that you can use these backwards and forwards. Oh my God, I love it. I like to peel the peel off because not only is it like dark in color, well, I guess this is gonna be a dark green juice because we're using kale, but they cover the outside of cucumbers with wax in the grocery store, and I don't want that. So I always peel my cucumbers. Just gonna cut off the ends. Rough chop, throw it in there. So next we're going to be using ginger. I like to use about a palm's worth of ginger. You can see that. So I'm just gonna cut off this part, and I'm gonna wash it. I forgot to do that. I'm gonna wash it really quick, and then I'm not gonna peel it. I peeled it in my other video, and I just realized that it's not necessary because we are gonna be squeezing out all the fiber anyway. But I definitely like to use organic ginger for this. If it was not organic, I would probably want to peel it. So I'm gonna just wash it really quick. So again, I'm just gonna give this a rough chop. My blender can handle it. Okay, next we are going to add the juice of 1.5 lemons. So I'm just gonna squeeze this over the blender, and that's because I'm trying to catch any seeds that come out, but this one doesn't seem to have any seeds in this side. And one more. The other thing I like to do is I kind of like to take the tips of my finger here and just kind of like push on the pulp to kind of release that juice so I get all of the juice. Okay, and last we are going to add about 3 handfuls of kale, which ends up being about 3 cups. You don't have to worry about removing the stems because like I said, we're just blending it up, we're chopping up all that fiber, and then we are going to remove it from the juice. Okay, so now we're just gonna blend. Start on low, and then we're gonna work our way all the way up, okay? Sorry, this is like really hard to do backwards. Okay, I just had some kale stuck up at the top. So we really don't need to add any other liquids because cucumbers are like basically all water, right? So since we have those ones down at the bottom, it's gonna blend just fine. Now you wanna make sure to get all the way up the dial, but you don't wanna blend it too long because the longer you blend it, the more like heat is gonna be like generated, and that's gonna destroy the vitamins that are in there. Okay, so now comes the part that's kind of weird, where we take this like smoothie thing and make it into juice. And to do that, we are going to strain it through this cotton t-shirt. So this was just a t-shirt, I cut the top off. And this is what I like to use. Honestly, I think it makes the best juice, and you'll see why in a second. So in order to use this, I like to wet it first because it just helps the juicing process. I would recommend only using a cotton t-shirt though. You definitely don't want to use like polyester, and make sure you wash it in like natural detergents. If you don't want to use a t-shirt, you could probably buy like, I don't know, I've seen like cheesecloths or like nut milk bags. So now I'm just gonna kind of scrape down the sides. We're just gonna pour it in. So what we're gonna do is we're going to take the opposite corners of this cloth and bring them up to the top, and then get this side, bring it in, and this corner and bring it in. And then we're gonna kind of just like get these flaps right here and pull them out like this, so we don't have any like pockets. So you see already, like, I'm just barely pressing and it's coming through. The trick to this is you don't want to force it. Be gentle, finesse the juice out, because otherwise, if you just try to go full force and just like muscle it through, then you will pop a hole in your t-shirt. And then you're gonna get the fiber everywhere, and that's a smoothie, it's not juice. So what I've just kind of done, I've been doing this for so long, it's like just natural to me at this point, but I was just squeezing it, and then I just kind of gave it a little bit of a twist. I'm trying to do a better job of explaining exactly how I'm doing this than in the other video. So now I'm just kind of pushing my thumb in there and then just, you know, squeezing it a little bit. And then see this part right here at the top? I'm just gonna use my thumb to push that down, just so we don't get any like lumps up here. Oh no, we're just forcing it down through the cloth. So I've twisted it a few times, and you can see there's like quite a bit of pressure built up in here, and this is the part where you're gonna be tempted to just squeeze it through. Don't do that. At this point, you're gonna kind of want to like untwist it a little bit and squeeze. It's almost like there's too much pressure for it to go through. So you're kind of relieving that pressure and then squeezing it and adding pressure in a different way, and then it goes through the cloth. So now you can see it's dry. You've got all this like fibrous plant material in here, and we're just gonna throw it out. Okay, so now that we've gotten most of that off of there, we're just going to rinse it under the sink until the water runs clear. Just wring it out really well. And then I usually just hang this to dry until the next time I want to use it. But we are going to make carrot juice next. So let's just finish with this first. So I like to serve my juice over a little bit of ice. So let me go grab some of that. Okay, let's give it a taste. So good. It's very bitter because of the kale, but it's not like super bitter. I don't know, maybe I'm just like used to the taste, but it's like it gets soury from the lemon, and it's a little bit spicy from the ginger. Oh, it just hits the spot so good. The reason that I like to make my own juice is because, I mean, it's so much like quicker than getting in my car, going down to Mother's, which is like I don't know, like right down the road. And then waiting in line, you order the thing, and then I have to and then I get to drink it, right? This is totally quicker than doing that. Another thing is every juice I've ever ordered from like a juice bar or something, it always does this like weird thing where it like separates after like, I don't know, maybe like 5 minutes. And I don't know, that's just like gross to me. My juice does not separate. And I don't know exactly why that is, but my guess is that it's because of the way that I'm processing it. Juice bars typically use like a higher powered juicer, and I think it just applies more heat to the vegetables, and it just kind of like degrades them a little bit more. I think that's what's happening. And like I said before, the more heat you apply, the more vitamins are getting lost, which is exactly the opposite of what we want with this juice anyway. The other reason I really like to do this is because like you guys saw how much kale I put in there, right? Like I would never be able to eat that amount of kale in a single day. Like that's just like far too much fiber. It's just too hard to digest. Like I could never do that. So that's why I like to get all the vitamins from the kale this way. What I did is I put in the ingredients into Chronometer, and so it kind of like gives you like a nutrient breakdown. And this juice actually has, okay, let me just grab my little notes here. So it's got 125% of your vitamin K, 35% of your calcium, 29% of your magnesium, and 24% of your manganese, as well as B1, B2, B3, B5, B6, iron, potassium, selenium, choline, folate, zinc, vitamin A, vitamin C. So that's why I look at this as like a little bit of a supplement. And I think there's also something like intangible that just like makes me feel so much better when I drink this. So next time you're just feeling like, blah, try it. Okay, so the next thing I wanna do is I wanna set this aside while we make the other juice so you guys can see it does not separate. All right, now let's get to the carrot juice. So I've got 5 carrots here that have been washed. I'm not gonna peel them, but I'm just gonna cut off the ends. Okay, so what I do is I kind of like, how would you describe that? I like alternate the direction of the carrots. It makes it easier to slice them all together. And again, I'm just gonna give them a rough chop. Okay. And again, about a palm size of ginger. So I think that's good. So I'm just gonna give it a quick chop. And then I washed these ones already when I washed the carrots. Just throw that in there. And then here I have a red grapefruit. I don't know why, but, well, I guess I do know why. I don't like squeezing these directly over this because I feel like it's harder to get all the juice. So I like to use something like this. Now, like before, I'm just gonna pour this through my finger so I can catch the seeds. It's a little bit hard to do because of the pulp, but I also like to squeeze the pulp in my fingers. So again, I'm getting all of the juice. You don't want to let seeds get in there because there are compounds in seeds that are actually toxic. Okay, we're going to need a lot more liquid in this because carrots are very fibrous. And since they are so sweet, I'm gonna add 2 lemons. If this juice comes out too sour for you, you can just do 1 lemon and then add like a 1/4 cup of water and see how that goes for you, because I don't really like sweet things. I don't have a sweet tooth, so I like this to be like on the more tart side. Okay, now let's just blend this up. Now, you're definitely going to want to use a high-powered blender like the Vitamix, or I think Blendtec, I think that's another one. I don't recommend the Ninja. I used to have a Ninja and I broke it. But But yeah, this video is not sponsored by Vitamix. That would be awesome, I would love that. But I just really love this blender, honestly, I do. I will leave a link down below for you guys if you want to order one. I do get a small percentage. It helps me out if you use my link if you want to buy one. So, all right. All right, let me see. Yeah, that's good. So yeah, when I lay it over and then I push it down like that, so there's like space for the pulp to go into. You'll notice this one is a lot thicker. Okay. So again, we're gonna take the opposite sides, put them together, and then grab the other corners and add them. We're gonna make sure to grab these flaps and bring them into the center. So here's another one over here. Okay. And just gently press. I can feel that this juice is a little bit warmer than the kale one, and that's just because it took like more effort and like time to blend because the carrots are so fibrous. It's kind of like when you are trying to force the last bit of toothpaste out of the tube. That's kind of what it reminds me of. Okay, so now I'm untwirling it a little bit, pressing my thumb in there. You just kind of go back and forth and work all the juice out of there. Also be careful when doing this because your juice will stain. Okay, I think that's all we're gonna get out of this one. All right, so again, let me show you the inside, the pulp. Not quite as dry as the kale one, but it's still pretty dry. So now we're just gonna toss it. Okay. Oh my God, that color is so beautiful. Okay. Oh my God, so good. I think I'm more into this one today when I usually prefer the green one, but look, hasn't separated at all. So not only is it quicker, not only is it better, but it's cheaper too. Like if you got this at a juice bar, it'd probably be like $10, $12, $15. This is probably like $3 each to make. Like ridiculous. This one, it's sweet, but it's also like tangy and spicy. Oh, it's just good for the soul. Kind of like chicken soup. Yeah. Okay, so the vitamin breakdown for this one. It's not quite as impressive as the kale one, but it does have 26% of your vitamin A coming from beta carotene. It also has B1, B3, B5, choline, folate, vitamin C, vitamin K, calcium, magnesium, manganese, phosphorus, and potassium. Okay, well, I think that's it. I think that's all I have for you guys today. Thank you so much for watching, and I really hope you try these recipes. I will have them linked on the website. I will see you guys next time. Bye.